One of the number one questions we get asked on a daily basis is, how do you use a fuzz pedal properly? So today we're going to unlock the full potential behind your fuzz pedal. So let's go. Now at this point, it's pretty much universally agreed that a tube amp will sound better with a fuzz pedal than a transistor amp. Now that's not to say that a solid state amp won't work with a fuzz, but on the balance of probabilities, you'd probably want to lean towards a tube amp if you're searching for that holy grail fuzz tone. Now assuming you're using a tube amp, there's two different ways in which you can use a fuzz with that amp. You can run the fuzz into the amp clean, or you can run the fuzz into the amp dirty. Now there can definitely be a time and a place for both of those contexts. Let's have a listen to our pedal pawn fuzz into a totally clean Fender style amp. You can hear it's totally gritty, aggressive and raw. See, a lot of people really don't like that sound. It's a bit too in your face and again, nasty. To most people's ears, running the amp a lot hotter will give you a much more optimum fuzz sound. It's a lot more creamy and warmer sounding. Plus the cleanup with your guitar's volume knob is a lot more glassy. Let's have a listen to that now. Now, as you heard us talk about a second ago, there's one real piece of magic behind a good fuzz pedal, and that is its ability to clean up with your guitar's volume knob when you roll it up and down. There's so many nuances to be had, and this is certainly accentuated the more hot your amp is, and also the more you can dime the level on the actual fuzz control. Here's an example of our actual guitar's amp tone, and then we're going to click on the pedal pawn fuzz with the guitar's volume knob rolled back down, and you can hear it gives it that real crystal clean, glassy fuzz tone. Now, not everyone agrees with this next point, but my starting point when using any new fuzz pedal for the first time is to whack up the volume, also whack up the fuzz, and then you can roll back the fuzz knob on the pedal until it comes out of that cranky sound. And then in my opinion, you've then got the optimum fuzz sound in which will enhance and accentuate the glassiness from the guitar's volume knob as much as possible. One other key point to note is that if you're using a fuzz face style circuit, you really don't want to put a buffer before it in the signal chain. It should be reversed so that the buffer doesn't interfere with the cleanup aspect of your fuzz face style circuit. Again, you can use them that way and you might get some really interesting tones by using a buffer before the fuzz, but it's almost guaranteed that the cleanup aspect of your fuzz face style circuit will be interrupted by a non-true bypass pedal. Now, if you guys like what you hear today and you want a fuzz that cleans up extremely well, definitely check out our pedal pawn fuzz, as the whole point we made this is to get the most glassy fuzz you can get, from the glassy chime all the way up to massively fat fuzz tones. So many people leave us comments saying that they actually just leave this pedal on the whole time and then work their guitar's volume knob and they have all the variants they need. Now we're going to do a Hendrixy style jam using the pedal pawn fuzz and trying to actually implement what we've talked about today and using a fuzz pedal properly. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in a bit and cheers.